Hey guys, it's Veronica. Today's video is about something that we all deal with at least once in our lives. This video is about stress, but more importantly, it's about how to deal with stress. Whether you're stressed because of school, work, relationships, or anything else, it's important to find healthy ways to relax and get rid of that stress because for the most part, stress is not a good thing. I recently started college a few months ago, and as many of you know, college can be stressful, especially people who are in college. I feel like you feel me. There's always something to do and there's always something that has to be done, and this can be extremely stressful when you're trying to balance sleep, a social life, and work. I wanted to help you guys out because I found some methods of relaxing and de-stressing that have really been helping me, and I really wanted to share them with you in hopes that they will help you too. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first tip that I have for de-stressing is to light a candle. Lighting a candle can be super relaxing, especially if it's a scent that you really love. Personally, my favorite candle scents would have to be like sweet scents. I really like vanilla bean, I like nectarine, and I like birthday cake, and I like a lot of berry scented candles. So find a candle scent that you love, whether it's because it reminds you of a favorite location or a special memory. When you light the candle, you can just sit there in your room and think about things, not do anything for a moment, because most of our days are extremely busy and we're always doing something. But it's important to just take a moment to do nothing and just to relax and think. Lighting a candle can be super relaxing, so that is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to meditate. I never really believed that meditating worked up until maybe a year and a half to 2 years ago. That's when I started dabbling in the art of meditation. When I started meditating, I actually only meditated once a week for 10 minutes because I didn't really have time, or I really didn't make time to meditate more often. I now meditate nearly every single day. I like to meditate in the morning, and I also like to meditate at night because it really calms me down. It makes me feel like I'm in control, and meditating actually has so many benefits. It's nice to just have that moment where you can calm down, relax, and take a moment to just breathe. And a lot of times people who are beginning to meditate, they feel like they can't sit still for that long. So it's okay to start for 3 minutes a day and then build your way up to 5 and then 10, whatever works best for you. Many people do it. Many successful people, many celebrities do it. So that is tip number 2. Tip number 3 is to journal. Journaling is super amazing because even if you don't like to write, this is a great way to just let your thoughts out on paper, and this is extremely relaxing. It's really cathartic. I feel like it's really common to feel like your thoughts are really jumbled and messy, and having your thoughts written down makes you feel a lot more organized and a lot less stressed. You could also use your journal to write down your to-do list, and another thing that is really helpful is to put a check mark next to each task that you've finished in your journal. Tip number 4 is to call or meet up with a friend or family member. So calling up a friend or family member can be super helpful because it makes you feel a lot less alone, and it reminds you that whatever you're going through, you don't have to go through it alone. There's always going to be someone supporting you by your side throughout the entire situation. Tip number 5 is to listen to music. Music is so important, and I'm sure all of you can relate. Music is something that most of you most likely hold really close to your heart. Whatever genre of music you like, you listen to it when you feel happy, you listen to it when you feel sad, when you feel angry. There's most likely a song that comes to mind whenever you think of a certain emotion, and it should be the same for stress. I have a few songs that are my go-to songs when I'm feeling stressed that always make me feel a lot less stressed and a lot more relaxed. So I recommend coming up with a playlist of songs that make you feel like everything is going to be okay. It'll uplift your mood and make you feel a lot more calm. Tip number 6 is to have a dance session in your room. You could also have a dance session outside or at a friend's house. It doesn't really matter. But the point is to just dance and just have a good time. Dancing is also a form of exercise, so while you're dancing, you're releasing endorphins that make you feel happy and a lot less stressed. I love jamming out to my favorite song, and no matter what mood you're feeling, dancing and listening to music at the same time usually can make you feel better.
I don't wanna see you cry.
Tip number 7 is to read a book. Reading books is super fun, super calming, and I can guarantee you that there is a book for almost everything. There are books where the character in that book or the author who is writing the book have been in the exact same situation that you are in, and they got through it, and reading that can be extremely helpful. Lately, I've been really into poetry books and self-help books. A lot of times, self-help books can be categorized into like books for people who are having a midlife crisis. There's nothing wrong with reading a self-help book as a teen. A lot of times the author is a lot wiser than you, a lot more mature. They know what they're talking about, so reading a self-help book really makes you feel like, okay, someone has gone through this, they've survived. Also, self-help books can give you a lot of insight and tips and advice into various areas of your life. But of course, you don't have to read self-help books. There are so many other genres, whether it's fiction, sci-fi, comedy. I can't think of any other genre right now, but whatever genre of books you like, go ahead, read it, chill out, and just relax. Tip number 8 is to watch a film. I actually recommend reading a book over watching a film because when it comes to de-stressing, it should be something that calms you down and gets rid of your stress. But oftentimes I think that we watch films kind of to escape reality and forget about our problems, which is okay to do every now and then, but doing it too often or having this as your only form of relaxation can be a little bit, I don't want to say dangerous because watching the film isn't really dangerous. It doesn't really help alleviate your stress, it just really distracts you from the stress, and then later on after watching the movie you're still going to be stressed. But if you don't like reading and you really do enjoy watching films and it definitely calms you down and relaxes you, then this is a good way to de-stress. I like to watch the Planet Earth documentary to relax. I find that documentary so relaxing and so amazing. It's just beautiful, and the nature, it just makes you feel so calm. But whatever genre or whatever movie you like, go ahead and watch that. Tip number 9 is to color or paint. Coloring and painting is known to be super relaxing. Really, you do not have to be an artist. I do paint and I do draw. I was in AP Studio Art, but just listing my achievements and accomplishments. Everyone's an artist. Everyone can be an artist. You don't have to be an amazing artist, or you don't have to be Picasso or Van Gogh in order to paint or color. A lot of people might think like, oh, coloring's for children. It is not. Coloring is for everyone, so definitely try and do that and see if that helps you relax. Paint and color while listening to music, lighting a candle, use all 3 tips in one. Tip number 10, and the very last tip, is to take a bath. Baths are super soothing and relaxing. Something I really recommend doing while taking a bath is either using a bath bar or a bath bomb or just some bubbles. Those are all the tips I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did and would like to see more videos like this one, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment below any video suggestions you have for me. And last but not least, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And be sure to click the notification bell so that you can get notified every single time that I post a video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye!